Alright, I have something a little bit different for you today. It's a regeneration concept builds that I was just kind of thinking about, I've been working on. And so, if I sound tired about this, it's because I recorded it earlier and realized it's way too long. I didn't feel like cutting it, so I'm re-recording everything. The idea is, I have Gemstone and 2 contained enchants. I have Marsh Flow, so Swamp Brawler infused. And the idea is, whenever I use my weapon arts, I would get regen for 1 minute, the same duration as my weapon art, the cooldown. And just with Gemstone alone, it's 1.2 healing per tick. That's mostly because I'm in the cleric guild, so I get more healing. But it's only 0.5 potency. But with Swamp Brawler, if I ever get lucky enough, it would be 1 potency, so it'd be double the healing. So it'd reach 3.2 heal per tick instead. And the damage, I wasn't really, oh there we go. I wasn't looking for the damage, into the damage too much. But I'm using Thunder Mallets, so I can have some burst damage and not the Great Mage Hammer, because those hammers hurt my eyes whenever I have full energize and I'm still hitting things. But the idea here is to have 100% regen uptime. So, if I'm lucky enough, yeah, I can keep casting Mage Bomb as soon as it comes off of cooldown, and then get my duration for regen back up, and I would have infinite regen, or 100% uptime on regen, as long as I don't mess it up and I'm watching my cooldowns. And sometimes the cooldowns get too close. So what you would want to do is you go in front of an enemy and start casting Mage Bomb and get interrupted. And that would, since Mage Bomb has a long cast time, you want to get interrupted so you can get it on cooldown faster, so Gemstone procs. And then you can keep your regen uptime, which is nice. So for a different concept, I'm gonna go switch out my gear real quick. Alright, I changed out my gear. I'm wearing Wet Lilimonster, and then just 2 blessed enchants. This is a double enchant because I didn't have anything else. I'm using the Water Ring and the Heal Rune just to get more raw boost, since Regeneration scales off of Water and Holy Boost. And so this one was more for just pure regen and survivability, which I get like 11.2 health per regen tick. And I mean, it's pretty good. I would have wanted a Gemstone ring here instead, so whenever I get the regen off, then I would also be able to just extend it by using my weapon art. And that's the idea of this one, just to have high regen. It does okay amounts of damage, but it does water damage instead, which really sucks in Lord Frog Cavern, just because bullfrogs and toadzerkers are resistant to water. Or at least that's what it feels like, so you just do a lot less damage. And you could also infuse Gemstone instead. I was just sticking with Swamp Brawler since I was testing things out with the first one that I showed earlier. And that would let you cleanse your bleed, so you'd stop bleeding, and then extend your regen for a lot longer, so you would just have to wait a little bit to regen your health back. And 11.2 is a pretty nice amount of health to regen. I have to say, I really hate Lilimonster armor. It looks so gross. Look at that, it has hands. The mouth is so... Ugh. So whoever modeled this armor, good job. You made it really gross. So, I have one more build that I was gonna show, so I'll go change my gear for that. Alright, he's the 3rd loadout. It's gonna be a summoner build. So, of course I'm using Corrupt Investigator, a Mythical Cacti Rune, and then I'm just using a Summoner's Honey Bumble's Ring, just for raw stats. I'm using the Possessed Blade, Sacred Pole, and then I chose Lesser Heal. So the idea with this one would be you'd go over and find a mob to possess, and then you would have regen on, right? And then keep your possessed mob alive. And I would infuse some Lich King instead, just so they have less decay. And the second loadout I would have, alright, there we go, Swamp Brawler procced, and I use Lesser Heal, and they'd get some health back, both from the regen buff on them, and then the healing I'm getting from regen. Which, it's still not enough to completely keep them alive, sadly. So, I was kind of torn between trying to infuse Lich King so they would have less health decay, or infusing Gemstone instead of wearing it, and then wearing armor that has Holy Boost or Water Boost to keep them alive that way. And also, a side note, if you don't want to gamble with Swamp Brawler, you could always use Experimental Frog, get below half HP, proc Experimental Frog, and then use Gemstone, your weapon art, to extend the regen for a long time if you have enough Gemstone pieces. And yeah, they're still kind of struggling to stay alive. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about this one, but it doesn't seem like it would work too well. Maybe it would just be better to go Raining. And also, the reason why I didn't use Raining on the last one is because Raining just completely outclasses everything else in water and healing. If you want to do a water healer or anything like that, you just go Raining. It outclasses the regen that I was trying to do. But it was a fun concept to show. And that's basically all I had to show. Hopefully this isn't 15 minutes long. Thanks for watching, and sorry for rambling so much.